a negative. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Gigi. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. In today's video, I'm giving you a 6-month new grad nurse update. If you're interested in this video, continue to watch. Let's get into this video. So I currently been working as a new nurse for 8 months. I've been flying solo for 4 months. I chose postpartum because I used to be a CNA on the postpartum floor, so the patient population was not new to me. Also, typically the atmosphere and the vibe in postpartum is really good, really positive, and I feel like that is somewhere I can see myself working. And also, it's kind of like the closest thing to L&D because I originally wanted to do L&D as a new grad nurse, but they didn't have any spots available, so I chose postpartum. And I feel like that was the best choice for me starting as a new nurse. My transition from a nursing student to a new grad nurse is a little different because I used to be a CNA on the unit that I'm working on now. So I feel like that was helpful because the population is not new to me. The charting system is not new, so that was also helpful. And also having good preceptors. Oh my God, I had a total of 4. And I had 2 during the day and I had 2 during the night shift, and I feel like they really molded me into a good nurse, okay? They showed me what I need to do, what I need to look out for when I'm charting, because it's like if you don't chart, then you didn't do it. So I literally chart every little thing. And mind you, in mother baby, if we're well staffed, they like to keep us 3-to-1, but if we don't have enough nurses, then we're 4-to-1, meaning yes, three babies and 3 moms, 4 babies, 4 moms, and sometimes that can be hectic. I'll get into staffing later, but when you have to assess mom and baby, I just feel like the time management has to be on point, and I feel like that is something that I learned throughout, my training. I feel like, man, time management, because you literally have to assess the mom and the baby. And also, I want to touch bases on my new grad program. I feel like the beginning of it, how we have a lot of classes, I just feel like it was a waste of time because they didn't have nothing about mother, baby, or postpartum. When I transitioned into my unit, that is when I started getting more training on my specialty, like how to check for a firm fundus. Like, I didn't know none of that because I did not have my clinical rotation for OB. I was on Zoom, so I missed out on that. So I needed a lot of hands-on training for as assessing mom, looking at her breast, feeling the breast, and even assessing a baby from head to toe. So I feel like the classes that my unit held for the new grads was very helpful. And I feel like that was very key in my transition. So yeah, I had some up and down moments. It was very stressful at first, getting to a unit and feeling like you don't know anything. But the fact that I was a CNA, I feel like that also helped me. Just be comfortable, because even if you don't know certain things, you can ask around. Some people, ain't gonna help, but some people will help. But I just feel like, at least if you're calm and not stressed, then you can navigate your way through. A couple pros I have about working on mother baby, I feel like it's very routine, and I feel like that is very helpful being a new nurse, because you're doing the same stuff over and over. But don't get me wrong, it's sometimes where it's like things that's not like, wait, this is not normal. Because most of the time you have healthy moms and healthy babies, but sometimes you don't. So when you do see a sign and a symptom that you're not used to, you can point it out, reach out to the doctor or reach out to your charge nurse, be like, can you take a look at this? Can you double check? So I feel like me knowing what a healthy baby looks like and a healthy mom looks like, I feel like that is very helpful, and that is a pro for working on mother baby, because is very routine. And I feel like mother baby is a lot of education, and I get to educate my patients, and it's not only helping them, it's helping me too, because it's sticking with me. The more you say the same stuff over and over, the more it's sticking to you. And that's another reason I love mother baby, because it's a lot of education. How to change your diaper, how to change the baby diaper, how to check the baby temperature, how to breastfeed the baby. That's another thing. Like, breastfeeding is a whole nother ball game. Like, and when I said earlier in the video, time management is very important, I really had to learn time management, because again, you have to assess mom and baby. You have to chart on mom and baby, and they are two separate people. So it's two separate charts. So when it comes to breastfeeding as well, sometimes you could spend from 10 minutes to an hour in that room helping mom breastfeed her baby. So I feel like that's why I really had to learn time management, because baby, without time management, girl, it just would be all over the place. And another thing is using my resources. I feel like not even on my floor, just throughout my whole hospital, I feel like it's a lot of resources at my hospital, especially when you have to draw blood. I feel like if you don't know the tube, or you don't have the right label, I always call lab and clarify, like, hey, can I use this to draw this blood? Even for meds, you know, certain meds are not compatible with each other, and I'll call pharmacy. Like, I literally use all my resources. Like, if I don't know this med, I'm like, I'll be like, what is this? What, can I just give this with that? And also my job, on our computer, we have this thing called medics, and you can type in any med. It gives you what the med is for, what organ it could affect, what other medications are compatible with it. It's just really good, because as a new nurse, I feel like nursing school don't highlight everything. So when you're actually practicing as a nurse, you literally have to, you know, you're still learning. Like, you know, it don't stop after nursing school. You're still learning. So I feel like we need to touch bases on literally all the meds. There's still some meds I come across like, what is that? Let me call pharmacy, let me clarify. So I feel like just literally reaching out, not being scared for to ask for help. And I feel like sometimes you be scared to ask for help, because some people just give you that vibe where they just want to do their own thing, which is fine. I'm learning, you know, who I can ask for help and who I cannot. And I'm also learning, like, sometimes you can't, because we have nursery on our unit. So sometimes nursery, when you have a new admission, they can come admit your baby, but sometimes they don't. So I'm learning to make sure I know how to do literally everything. So if it's a time where they're short staffed or somebody is not going to help, at least you know how to do it. So I like to try to do a lot of stuff on my own, not only because, oh, I'm trying to be Miss Independent, but no, I want to learn how to do everything. So I also don't have to, you know, some people, they don't be wanting to help. So if you know how to do everything, you'll be well-rounded. So those are my pros. Let's get into a couple negative things about just being a new nurse. Doctors, sometimes they can be mean, but just continue to be, you know, professional, and, you know, just call them and address the issue that you have with your patient. And also, being a new nurse, I noticed critical thinking. I honestly feel like I'm not going to beat myself up, because sometimes I beat myself up like, dang, I should know this, but you're not going to have those critical thinking skills like off the bat. Like, I feel like that is something you build over time. Like, I've only been working as a nurse for 8 months, so I feel like, you know, I'm still growing, I'm still learning, you know, what's normal and what's not. So just that critical thinking skill, like just really building that up, because that is very important. And staffing, we do not talk about staffing enough. Like I said earlier in my video, our manager like to keep us 3 to 1, but sometimes we can go 4 to 1, which 4 to 1 had me stressed. I'm not gonna lie, like in the beginning, our staffing was a little rocky, and sometimes I was having 4 patients, and man, it used to be a lot, because you have 4 moms, 4 babies, and you have to chart. It's like a lot of charting, because you You want to be really detailed. If you see anything that's not correct, you want to make sure you put it in the chart. You want to make sure you're charting everything you've done for your patient, so you know they can know like, okay, she's doing her job. But yeah, staffing can be something. But now lately our staff has been A1. Like we literally been 3-to-1 or 2-to-1, and I love it because you spend more time with your patient. Also, like a negative, a con. Okay, getting a new admission at the start of shift or at the end of the shift. Like you could be, you know, after report, you go to your computer, read up on all your patients, write down the meds, whatever. And then you're in a room, you know, assessing your patient, and you get a call from the L&D nurse saying they're about to bring you your patient. Like, I literally just clocked in and you're trying to bring me a patient. Like, I feel like we should not get patients in the beginning of the shift. I feel like once I give my patient in the beginning of the shift, I'll be thrown off my game all shift. Because again, it's so much charting. Sometimes you spend more time in certain rooms. So again, that's where we get back to that time management. That time management can break or make you. But yeah, getting those admissions at the beginning, at the end of the shift is no bueno, for real. But yeah, those are my pros and cons. But altogether, I feel like my 8 months of being a nurse I'm very proud, especially from where I came, and then to see how I'm getting better each shift. I'm you know, learning how to deal with different things in different ways. I'm learning how to give better reports, knowing what I need to tell the next shift. And sometimes you don't have to tell them literally everything, just the most important details. And I'm growing as a nurse. I literally see it. Like, it's crazy because I was just a CNA not too long ago. I was just in nursing school. I literally, like, it's crazy to me. But anyway, a couple future plans I have for myself is I want to transfer to L&D, probably either later this year or next year, just to get my hands into different things. I also like NICU because sometimes I have to take my moms up to NICU to see their baby, and I kind of like NICU as well, and become an aesthetic nurse as well, do aesthetics. You know, those are a couple future plans I have down the line. But for now, I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. Continue to gain knowledge, continue to strengthen my critical thinking skills. And yeah, I hope this video encourage you to keep on going, to not stress, to take it day by day. I know being a new nurse can be very stressful, especially when you feel like you don't know anything and you don't have anyone to lean on. But just know you have resources out there. You just have to go and find them, and just take it shift by shift, day by day, hour by hour, patient by patient, and you will have a good day. I know some people think, oh, you know, postpartum is not as crazy as med-surg, but we have our days as well. I feel like with any specialty or unit you're on, you just have to be the best you can be and not be stressed, because stress can take over you and you just lose control. So you just have to take it easy. And for my postpartum babes, I came out with a SBAR sheet because the one that my unit provides, it just wasn't enough for me. Like, I need to literally write everything because I have to check it off, and that gives me confirmation like, oh, you did it. So I created my own SBAR sheet. I have it on Etsy. I will link it down in the description box. I hope you guys like the SBAR sheet. It's literally been working for me. Like, I literally only use this, and I've been using this probably like the second week of the new grad program. But I'm gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Georgianamonique. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.